Next, we're going to take a look at our visit to the Royal Conservatory of Music's community program.
The community school is the oldest part of the Royal Conservatory of Music. It's been around since 1886, and we've been offering classes and lessons to the general public since then. At large, we run a school of 5,500 students and 230 faculty. Some of our notable faculty include, well, Glenn Gould, for one. He would probably be the most famous, especially since we've named a professional school after him. He was a student here at the Conservatory. Along some different lines, Paul Schaefer was a student of the Conservatory. And in the operatic element, Isabel Bayraktarian is making a big name for herself now. She was a student here. For decades, really, the Conservatory has been known in large part for its private lessons, which still remain really strong here in the school. Also for its early childhood programs, so from 0 to 6 or 7 years old. That's always been a strong standpoint of the Conservatory, as well as teacher training. In the last number of years, it's really expanded out of that. We've always offered some adult programs, but really in the last 5 and 6 years, we've expanded that and just blown it out of the water to not only include beginner classes on many different classical instruments, such as harp or piano or violin, but also to offer programs in world music instruments. So now you can come in and learn Canadian fiddling, or you can join a Latin jazz ensemble, you can take Ghanaian drumming, and now more technological based programs like DJ and Scratch. We have a huge vocal program as well. You can come in and start in our program called Singing from Scratch, which lots of adults really love because they're learning in a group dynamic. The gamut is there. We're at a temporary location right now, located at 90 Croatia Street, because we have a very exciting project going on back at our regular location, which is at Bloor Avenue at 273 Bloor, whereby we are constructing a brand new concert hall and a new wing of classrooms and studios. And so what's happening is, along Bloor Street, we will be opening the TELUS Center for Performance and Learning in the fall of 2007, which includes brand new studios and classrooms, which is going to be great because it will be built to the specs of a music school, which we've never had. This building and our last building were not built as music schools, and you can imagine that acoustical properties are very important when you're in a situation of creating noise. One key thing that people might not be aware of in terms of the Conservatory is that it is a non-profit institution. We have a charity status, and we really run just to cover our own costs. Now there's one exception to that, and it's an exciting program in the last couple of years, and again this is in our stride to become more accessible. We have a grant from Heritage Canada to work with at-risk youth in Toronto locations which are deemed in need. We're learning a lot by consulting with the communities. We have a new hip-hop program which was put into one of our sites, and it's just been fascinating to work with not only the faculty who've come on board to develop this curriculum, but the actual communities themselves, and seeing people come together and seeing the students go from the first week to the very last week and the transformation. They're now coming in and they're finding their voice, and that is so important, and I think that's one way that we're really striving to affect the communities, to give every member the voice.